Alright, ladies and gents, apologies for that. We had major audio issues there. That was that was pretty bad. I think none of my audio from the first half of this first game was recorded. Um, because Kaiser here did not press the record button to capture the audio. My apologies, ladies and gents. Alright, so we should be back. Let's So I think we are still live, if I'm not mistaken. We will see how things go here in a minute or two, but while we got these things sorted out, let me see if I can okay, it looks like we have the audio issues sorted out now. Alright, so apologies for that, ladies and gents. We should be back on track if I can get these things sorted out. There we go. Alright, so we should be up and running now, I hope. Alright, so we should be back now. Alright, ladies and gents, please do let me know if the audio is coming through. I assume there's some technical difficulties. Still, I'm not sure if the audio is coming through on the stream. I really hope it is. Yeah, apologies for that. But yeah, we should be back on track here. Let me switch over to the Hull Crushers point of view for us. Alright, so we are here with Mr. Senna in the Ohio, as usual. And we see that the Hull Crushers are in the lead by 2 ships. Currently contesting B is the Wolfpack. Alright, yeah, we do see the Napoli there being focused from the Wolfpack going down shortly, as we see the Daring getting a torpedo on the Napoli. Looks like Hull Crushers seem to be comfortably in the lead here in terms of having cap control and map control for the moment. We do see that the points for Hull Crushers, they're still behind because I didn't have the caps to start with. And now that they removed a few of the ships from Hull Crushers, they should be, sorry, from the Wolfpack, they should be doing better now. In terms of, I mean, it's a 7v4, right? So it is going to take some hard work from the Wolfpack to get back into this game. Okay, so we do see that the Ohio is spotted. So I assume that's one of the destroyers south of Alpha here, as we see the Louisiana from the Wolfpack applying pressure with torpedoes coming in. This could hurt the Ohio. I mean, it's nearly, what, 30,000. Let's see how much damage these torpedoes do. 5 of the 6 torpedoes hit. Yeah, Mr. Senna here in the Ohio did take some damage there. Yeah, but luckily we see that Senna here has a heal that he's using now. Yeah, we see the destroyer here from the Hull Crushers is spotting. Ooh, where did that salvo come from? That was from the Colombo. As I was saying, that the DD from Hull Crushers seems to be spotting. torpedoes and stuff here for Mr. Senna, as that Colombo just hit Senna very hard, but Colombo was low, so Mr. Senna was able to remove the Colombo from the Wolfpack there. So now it's a 7v3 for that. More torpedoes coming in here at Mr. Senna. Looks like he will successfully dodge these ones. Yeah, I mean, the points are ticking up very, very quickly here for Hull Crushers, so I don't think there's that much that the Wolfpack can do. If they can get rid of Senna here, which is on 12,000 hit points, then there may be maybe a way for them if they can take back A, but then again, they only have one other destroyer on Charlie, so it's going to be very difficult for the Wolfpack to come back from this one. We see torpedoes there on the left of the screen from Mr. Senna. Okay, so there goes the daring from the Wolfpack. So yes, now it's only the gearing there that's left, and we have Mr. Senna. Mr. Senna here is safely behind this island, so I don't think he's going to be taking any torpedoes from that previous destroyer that was removed close by. So Mr. Senna here really doesn't have to do anything, right? There's not really anything for him to do. No need to risk his ship going down to stray torpedoes or something. So there's just a Louisiana left from the Wolfpack. Now it's just a matter of time for the Hull Crushers to tick up the points. Maybe the DD south of Alpha here for Hull Crushers will just torpedo the Louisiana, as there's not much for this Louisiana to do. Yeah, just a matter of time here before this Louisiana goes down, but actually we'll see that the match timer is running out, so it's just 10 seconds now. So hopefully for this Louisiana he won't go down. But if he does or he doesn't really matter. There's only a second left of the game. Alright, so ladies and gents, apologies for the audio issues we had there at the start of this game. Yeah, so we are back in the thick of things now, and we see that Hull Crushers comfortably took the first game here. Best of 5, remember, so we will see if the Wolfpack change ships, if there's big changes, big strategy changes for the team switching spawns now from north to south for the second game. Because remember, for the Super Cup here, the best of 5, the teams play the same map twice, so each team gets the same spawn. So Team 1 will be north in the first game, Team 2 will then be in the north spawn for the second game. And then we move on to the map for match 3 and 4 will then be Sea of Fortune, and then the tiebreaker, if we get to the 5th game, will be on Riposte. Alright, so for the next game, I think we will quickly try and hop over to the Wolfpack's point of view. Let me just transition us over. Alright, so I believe we are seeing an advert here. Alright, so yes, we see that Mr. Diggins here is still Gonna play the Colombo. So no changes for him on the battleship there. I wonder if the teams will try to play more aggressively or maybe less passive. Maybe more passive, who knows? What we'll see in the second game. Okay, so the team should be starting to ready up soon. Oh, there we go. Okay, so teams are starting to ready up. There we go. So we should be jumping into game 2 here very soon on Shatta. Okay, so for the Wolfpack, they are running a Z52, a Daring, and Alaska Venezia, Des Moines Conqueror, Louisiana Colombo, and then Hull Crushers Gearing, Daring, Z52. So they're running 3 DDs. Worcester, Worcester, Colombo, Louisiana, and then 2 ships yet to be selected. I believe Mr. Senna will probably be in Ohio, yes, and then we're waiting for one more player to ready up. This will probably be another cruiser. I wonder if we'll see... Oh, it's a Minotaur! Look at that! So, Hull Crushers going the Minotaur route. That's going to be interesting. It's most likely going to be a radar Minotaur. Not sure if it'll be a smoke Minotaur. Maybe if they have like strategies for the DD smoking up the Minotaur, and then after that the Minotaur can use its own smoke or something in a advantageous position to farm a lot of battleships, or maybe a cruiser or two. So we'll see how things unfold here. Let me just double check that we have the right team selected, the right viewpoint. We have the Wolfpack active, yes. Alright, so the Wolfpack, there we go. Alright. As we load into game 2 here, we see that the Wolfpack are sticking with their 2 DD strategy that I believe they used in the first match. And now we have them in the north spawn, whereas in the first game they were in the south spawn. So we'll see what the teams do here, if there'll be any major changes. Okay, so we do see that the Colombo here from Mr. Deeks is going behind this island. I wonder if he will flank to the far side of the right of screen here, to the right hand side of Alpha Cap here. Maybe get some support shots. But we do see he is spotted and being shot at by Mr. Senna from the Ohio, so I wonder if this will be a hard hit coming in from Ohio. It's about 9,000, just over 9,000 damage there. But the cool thing about the Colombo, right, is the fact that it has that very nice exhaust smoke. It's almost like a rolling smoke in terms of the ship will be moving pretty fast while it deploys a smoke screen, and then the smoke screen will roll with the ship at the speed that the ship is moving, which I find is very, very cool. One of the cool mechanics about the Italian ships in the game. Some of them have it, some of them don't. So we do see that Hull Crushers are contesting Bravo. I assume that's one of the DDs, that's or maybe one of the cruisers, who knows. That's trying to capture B early on. So it's very advantageous for a team to capture one of the objectives as soon as possible, because then you get that passive points increase, right? The points being ticked up and generated for your team until the enemy team either contests it or then starts to capture it for themselves. But the sooner you can get a cap, the sooner your team takes the points advantage, right? And that's what most of these competitive games comes down to every now and then, is close games decided by a few points between the teams. And so that's why it's always a good idea, if you can get a cap as soon as possible early on in the game, take it. So in this case, we do see that Hull Crush has secured Bravo, uncontested at the moment. So they will be generating a few points. They're already 12 points in the lead. So Mr. Deegan here was spotted for a few moments, probably from one of the DDs. We do see the Minotaur, that's on Charlie for Hull Crushers. It's going to be interesting. But I do believe that it was the destroyer here that spotted Mr. Deegan in the Colombo here. So that could be very interesting. Oh, he's still spotted, so the DD is probably in front of him, as he's giving very close range support to his destroyer from the Wolfpack here that's trying to capture A, because the sooner they can get A, the better, because then they already captured Charlie, right? So they will be ticking up points from 2 caps then compared to the 1, as we do see Louisiana there, I believe, that was already very low health. That's a very tricky position for the Wolfpack to be in. If you lose your Louisiana very early on, ooh, there goes the Louisiana from that heavy duty torpedoes from the hull crushers Louisiana. So yeah, that's a very hard loss for the Wolfpack to deal with. Now they lost one of the big bad battleships, the Louisiana, with that very nice spike damage potential with the airstrikes coming in, so that's difficult to recover from. At least it's only one ship that they lost, so there's still hope for them to do something, as we do see that the hull crashers are contesting A now. That was the DD that was spotting Mr. Deegan's earlier, I believe, early on. So we do have an Alaska here that could provide close radar support, and we do see the radar coming in there from the Wolfpack. Is the DD within radar range? No, it is not. Now this is the compromise you have to take when you decide to bring in Alaska instead of a Stalingrad, is just for the fact that the Russian radar is 11.7 kilometers, while the American radar for the most part on the Alaska and the Worcester is 9 kilometers, and then the Des Moines has 9.9. So yeah, you do lose 2.7 kilometers on the radar there if you choose to bring in Alaska instead of a Stalingrad. But I'm sure the team went through their strategies and decided that the trade-off was worth it. So the Worcester here is doing some work on the Alaska, I believe. Maybe he was the one that put in nice work on the Louisiana as well to start burning him down. Okay, so we do see that the Minotaur there from Hull Crushers just went down on Charlie there. So both teams lost one ship, but because the Wolfpack lost a battleship, their points lost there is a little bit more, because a battleship that you lose is worse for your team than in terms of points trading than losing a cruiser. So this Colombo is aggressively pushing this Worcester, as you see there, nearly 6k from just the front guns and 1000 from the rear guns. But the secondaries in the Colombo, the SAP secondaries, they slap, right? So you do not want to be making contact with Colombo's SAP secondaries. It will start eating you alive. But the problem here that this Colombo is facing is that there's a DD keeping him perma-spotted right in front of him, as he's on the sonar of the DD. So, ooh, that was a very heavy hit that just came in there from across the map. I wonder if that's one of the unspotted battleships. Potentially from Bravo there, from the hull crashes, that just put a big hit into Mr. Diggins here. So the Wolfpack are still ticking up points from 2 caps, while the Bravo cap is being contested, so neither team gaining points from that one. So Mr. Diggins damage conned a single flood, right? If the destroyer here is focused on the strategy of sending the waves of torpedoes intermittently, meaning spaced out, so that the damage con is triggered between the torpedo salvos. Apologies for the ads there, ladies and gents. That's Mr. Deeks here that has the ads on the Twitch there. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. But yes, you see there what the DD did there was space out the torpedoes, forcing the battleship player to damage con a flood from the first set. And as soon as the damage con is triggered, the destroyer then sends the second rack or the third rack of torpedoes, which then you hope for a flood. And if the target ship then gets a flood again, that'll be a perma flood, as you saw there from Mr. Deeks. But regardless if it was a perma flood or not a perma flood, he wouldn't have survived because he got shot by the battleship there from the HULC rushes. But that's something important to keep in mind, ladies and gents. Don't always damage con a single flood if you see it's only one rack of torpedoes that was sent to you, if you know the DD is very close. It is dangerous to damage con a single flood, as you could fall into that trap of getting a perma flood. So this Venezia is probably going to try and trade here with the Colombo, as he does trade there with the Colombo. So the Wolfpack lose a Venezia, but they also removed a Cristoforo Colombo from HULC crashes. So we do see the daring here from the Wolfpack, trying to do something here on Alpha, trying to reset the DD there. We do see shots, hopefully. No, we don't see shots, no. Oh, we do see shots there coming in from the support cruiser, the Alaska, as the daring is starting to open fire here on that destroyer. So while the destroyer is lit up by radar, the daring smokes up here to get some free damage, get a few resets on the cap there. So hull crushes are ticking up points from Bravo now, and the Wolfpack are ticking up points from Charlie, while that destroyer that was there is trying to escape back towards his cruise. I believe there is still a Worcester for the hull crushes behind that island on Alpha. So that's going to be a problem for the Wolfpack destroyer there on A to try and deal with, because a DD just can't do much against a Worcester, right? The very quick reloading American light cruiser guns will just eat any destroyer alive, especially if it's caught in the radar with no way out. So we do see that the battleship there from hull crushes pushing up aggressively into Alpha to trying to push that Alaska and DD out there, as we jump to the Z52 here from the Wolfpack. Probably trying to transition and switch over to the Bravo flank to try and get into that cap to prevent the points from ticking up, as we do see a DD fight here between a Gearing and a Z52 about to take place. Because the Z52's got that very good sonar, you can just get very close to this this DD and just sonar him, but the DD, the Gearing, is running away, so we'll escape the sonar range. As we do see a daring there from hull crushes, also trying to capture the Charlie objective for hull crushes. Yeah, this is putting the Wolfpack in a very dangerous position here. They are down 2 ships, and they lost all 3 of their battleships, so that's a very difficult position for the team to recover from in terms of like the team's HP pool. The battleships carry the most amount of hit points for the team, and they lost all 3 of them. They do have both DDs alive, and we know DDs can do a lot of great things. Very strong ship class to play, one of the strongest in the game. And if you leave a DD to its own devices, it will do very big damage and could potentially swing the momentum of the game if you leave a DD. But we do see that the daring here from the Wolfpack is alone facing 3 ships, a battleship, a cruiser, and a DD from hull crushes. So this daring is outnumbered and outgunned, and there is a Worcester still there, so that's going to be a very difficult position for that player to recover from. We do see the Alaska here from the Wolfpack trying to give support fire on that destroyer there that was trying to capture Charlie, as we see the remaining cruiser and DD on Charlie trying to hunt down that DD. But this Alaska is taking heavy fire from the Worcester, from Alpha, and also from the Ohio, so it's going to be difficult for this Alaska to do much. Luckily for the Alaska, he's got a 32mm bow and stern, so the Ohio is going to struggle to overmatch the stern, but unfortunately for the Alaska and most of the American cruisers, it has got a very flat stern, like a flat plate, where even if the Ohio hits that plate, if it has 32mm plating, the Ohio will still penetrate due to the angle the shells coming in and facing a 90-degree angle with the rear stern plate here, as you'll see on the Alaska, if we're able to get a glimpse of it. Got a very flat stern, so always keep that in mind, ladies and gents. If you fight an American cruiser and they go stern in, trying to cut away from you, you can always try and pen and Citadel straight through that flat section at the back of the ship. So useful to keep in mind if you ever come into that situation. Alright, so we do see that the Wolfpack are sending one DD into Bravo to try and recapture the Bravo objective, as unfortunately the daring there goes down for the Wolfpack, and I believe the Alaska is also not long for this world, and there goes the Alaska. So now the Wolfpack are only down to 2 ships, right, a DD and a cruiser, with 1 minute and 35 seconds more or less left. There's not a lot for the Wolfpack to do here. This Des Moines cannot kill a full health Ohio, basically, if he's angled properly and does not have fire support. Because if the Ohio just trades with the Des Moines, salvo after salvo after salvo, the Des Moines will not last long. Ohio just punches a lot harder. We do see support torpedoes there coming through from the Wolfpack DD that just secured the Bravo objective. So the Wolfpack are only down about, let's see, 80 points with 54 seconds left. So if they manage to kill one ship from the hull crashers, there's a chance that they could potentially get in the lead here with a few seconds left. But I don't know if this Des Moines will be able to kill. Ooh, that Ohio, as a Louisiana just dev strikes that Des Moines. Yeah, that was a very hard hit from the Louisiana that was unspotted from across the map there. I believe from south of Bravo to the western side of the map. That was a very, very hard hit. Yeah, now it's just the Z-52 here left from the Wolfpack, and yeah. It would seem that hull crashers are going to take this second match here. Even if this Z-52 manages to torpedo this Ohio, not that there's time left, it won't matter because the points lead is just too significant to try and catch up. So there we have it, ladies and gents. Your game 2 is finished, and hull crashers have taken a 2-0 lead in this best of 5. So the Wolfpack will need to do some significant what's the word I'm looking for? We'll need to, perform some magic in this third game. So we are switching over maps now from Shatter to Sea of Fortune, and we will be switching back over to the Hull Crusher's point of view for the third game. Let me just make sure that we switch over correctly. There we go. Okay, so let me just double check that we are on Mr. Senna's feed. There we go, we are live with Mr. Senna. Okay. So the teams will be switching spawns again. Team 1 and 2 trading, switching places as we move on to the third game on Sea of Fortune. So I wonder if the teams will switch ships in terms of the ship composition, because it's a different map. Most likely we will see some changes. But we do know that Mr. Senna is in love with his Ohio for the competitive play, so he will most likely be sticking to the Ohio as we move on to Sea of Fortune. Yeah, so it was difficult for the Wolfpack to recover after losing the Louisiana there in game 2. Losing a big damage potential trading battleship like Louisiana, for example, so early in the game puts you in a very difficult position as a team. Both flanks, respective flanks on either side of the mid spawn there where Louisiana died, just suffered significant loss because there's no big gun support, right? Crossfires are not there because you lose your crossfire ship in the center of the map. It's going to be difficult for any team to come back, and we didn't see that Wolfpack. I mean, they tried to come back, but just wasn't it. They didn't have the the guns. It didn't have the HP, team HP to try and fight back. All right, so we are readying. Oh, the teams Alright, so ladies and gents, apologies there. My microphone just died. We are again plagued with audio issues today. So yes, it is a learning curve. I'm not sure exactly when my microphone died. Hopefully the audio is back live on the recording now. So Louisiana is still behind that island. Seems he's taking a very safe position. And yes, we see hull crushes securing the flank here on Alpha, capturing objective, and also the Wolfpack securing Charlie. Neither team has lost a ship yet, so it's good for both teams with the first 5 minutes in this 50-minute game right just behind us. That neither team has lost a ship, as we do see a low health gearing though from the Wolfpack there that could potentially be focus fired and taken out from this DD here. I'm not sure what Hull Crusher's DD that is. Don't think it has the sonar if it's a Z52 to try and spot that Wolfpack destroyer. So this Alaska is trying to push in a little closer to have the closer range shots on the DDs from Hull Crushes here if it pops its radar. But unfortunately that DD from the Wolfpack is low health, right? So it is going to be difficult for him to give support fire to the Wolfpack Alaska if it pops radar, because you don't want to give your cruiser support in the DD as you fire your guns, you have low health and then you just get shot to pieces by the enemy team. That's also not a good idea. You always want to preserve your HP as much as possible. So Mr. Senna here in the Ohio is pushing south here to probably try and set up a crossfire on the Louisiana there as the Z52 from the Wolfpack goes down. That is on Charlie, I believe, that destroyer just went down. So Hull Crushers are in the lead here. They are one ship up compared to the Wolfpack. Losing a DD is never a good thing for a team. But luckily, both teams opting to run the 3 DD strategy. So we will see how long it takes for the Hull Crushers to push their advantage. As we see torpedoes there coming through from the Louisiana. Are those torpedo planes at the Worcester? Most likely. Ooh, we are spotted. Here, Mr. Senna is spotted. Shots out there from the Ohio here onto that Louisiana. I believe the Louisiana was turning in, so yeah, 2 pens, 2 over pens, at least a decent hit there. But Louisiana still has a lot of HP as the Louisiana is starting to push up aggressively now. Mr. Senna here in the Ohio is on the sonar of the Alaska, I believe. So the Louisiana will know where this Ohio is, and if he gets his planes back to drop that airstrike with the torpedoes on the Ohio as he's coming around the corner to try and push the Alaska closer to the middle of the map, so the Worcester can start raining hellfire on him. So the Alaska is broadside to the Worcester there. If you guys look on the minimap there, if you're able to see. Worcester does not have the biggest guns, right? It's a light cruiser. US light cruiser and probably the alpha predator of light cruisers at legendary tier alongside the Minotaur. And yeah, the guns on the Worcester are good enough to do very, very heavy damage to the Alaska if the Alaska remains broadside. But I believe the Worcester is still focusing on the Louisiana there from the Wolfpack. Are these torpedoes? Yeah, the torpedoes here seem to be traveling towards the Ohio. I wonder how many torpedoes will hit. So that looked like 3 of the 6. So this Louisiana is taking very heavy fire from the Worcester. So now you guys can see why the Worcester is a very, very strong ship, and torpedoes from the DD coming through there. So yeah, the Louisiana from the Wolfpack going down there, as we also see a gearing from hull crushers going down. Not sure where that was, maybe on Charlie. We see Mr. Senna here is lining up a shot on the Alaska, aiming up into the superstructure, knowing that the Alaska will not be fully broadside as the shells hit him. So in order to maximize full penetrations, aims into the superstructure, higher up into the freeboard of the ship to try and get as many of the shells as possible into the ship as the Worcester there cleans up the Alaska. So now it's only the DD remaining from the Wolfpack here on Alpha. So it is 2 ships down for the Wolfpack. At this point in the game with only 4 minutes and 5 seconds left. So Mr. Senna is spotted here by the DD. I wonder if the Worcester is close enough to pop radar, or maybe it doesn't have radar available to try and root out this DD. More torpedoes coming in. There's a Des Moines from the Wolfpack going down. Yeah, it's... Ooh, there goes a Minotaur from Hull Crushers. So things are starting to ramp up now, right? With just shy of 4 minutes left, the teams need to do something. Wolfpack are down ships. They are low, as this gearing is going to find out that being that low and getting spotted is not great. And there goes the gearing for the Wolfpack. So now the Wolfpack are only down to 3 ships. And yeah, it's a 6 ships versus 3 ships. And Wolfpack are down 3 ships with 3 minutes left. It's a very difficult position to recover from. There goes the Ohio for the Wolfpack. And yeah, looks like hull crushers are steaming through this game, and they will secure their 3rd victory most likely. As never say never, but it's very difficult for the Wolfpack to try and come back from this one. Yeah, 2 ships remaining, and they might have had the points ticking up from the cap advantage, but if you don't have ships to defend those caps, then there's no advantage for your team with regards to ship and team HP. You can't defend the caps if you don't have guns to reset the ships trying to capture your objectives. So yes, we do see it was a Venezia there left for the Wolfpack on the side of that island there to Bravo. Unfortunately, we can't see that side of the map. We can only see the perspective here from Mr. Senna, and then there's 1 DD left for the Wolfpack, but there's only 2 minutes left, and hull crashes are nearly 250 points in the lead. So it's almost at 1,000 points for hull crashers here, so it's very difficult for the Wolfpack to come back. The Venezia needs to push and try and rush a ship, get some torpedoes on, but at this point you don't want to throw away your ship, but also you need to jump over to drastic action, emergency measures. Call in all the backup you can from your DD, your friendly DD that's left. And yes, we see the radar there from the Worcester coming through. So now everybody knows where that Venezia is, and it's just a matter of time before the Venezia goes down. There's only 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in this 3rd game for us, and the Venezia will be taking focus fire from the 2 destroyers that just secured the Delta objective. And now we do see that both the Venezia and the Daring are low health, and they're both on Bravo. So the team knows, Hull Crushers here knows they just have to full send Bravo cap, try and get those 2 kills before the timer runs out. Not sure if Hull Crushers will be able to secure the full team wipe here on the Wolfpack before the timer ticks out, or we get points. Ooh, Venezia goes down there, and 1,000 points there for Hull Crushers. And yes, Hull Crushers are securing their 3rd victory here in the best of 5. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this best of 5. The Wolfpack have fallen, and Hull Crushers will be moving through to the semi-final, which will most likely be next weekend. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the audio issues we had today was very unfortunate, so that's an issue on my side I need to fix, and we will hopefully have everything sorted out for next weekend semi-final. Yeah, that's everything from my side. I want to say thank you again for sticking with us with the audio issues. Apologies for all of the lack of technical genius that we should have had today. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gents, to watch this quarterfinal. Hull Crushers move on to the semi-final with a 3-0 victory over the Wolfpack. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you next weekend, or maybe tomorrow, depending on if I'm able to cover the other semi-final for Crimson Dragons. We'll see how things pan out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are in the world, and have a great rest of your day. Ciao, ciao.